I remember 2 years ago, I thought this was going to be impossible. I mean, I thought, because I wasn't getting results. So I thought that, oh my God, I mean, I'm not going able to manage this allergy, difficult to manage, but now I'm doing okay. I mean, sometimes I even forget.
Yeah, that's the best.
Forget that I have it, and so yeah.
All right, so good morning. Thank you for being here. So as you know, I'm creating a success story series to help inform and inspire people with systemic nickel allergy syndrome. As you know, having this allergy can be very isolating. It's hard to come across any information and even harder to come across individuals with this allergy sharing their experience. I remember, Esther, first meeting you on Instagram when I started blogging about nickel and cobalt allergies. Thank you so much for being my first guest. Tell me a little bit about when you developed this allergy. How long ago was it? What were the symptoms? What were you dealing with?
Okay. Everything started 2 years ago, more or less, when we were locking due to the pandemic situation, at least in my country. I live in Spain, so we couldn't go out. And suddenly, out of the blue, my scalp was red, burning. So I didn't know what was going on, but I wasn't really scared. But I thought, okay, I mean, I need to go to the dermatologist. So once we could do it because of the pandemic situation, I contacted my dermatologist, and well, I went to see him, and he told him about my scalp and everything, and he even looked with a microscope, a special microscope, and he told me, okay, don't worry, it's a seborrheic dermatitis, and he prescribed me a special shampoo. But it was even worse with that shampoo, okay? So everything was getting worse and worse. So I contacted him again, and he told me, okay, I think probably it's an allergy. I'm going to, to send you to, recommending you a colleague of mine who sees an allergist. So that's why, I mean, and I went to this allergist, and she told me that, well, she thought it was an allergy. So I had the patch test, and two contact allergies appeared. Okay, so one was, and the other one is to another contact allergy, but to a conservative. But she told me I was highly allergic to nickel. There is the first, at least in my country, there are four levels. The first is irritation, and later you have 3 levels. So with nickel, you have the maximum. The other one is less. Okay. That's why I knew. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so you were officially diagnosed with the patch testing. Did the doctor know anything about nickel in food? Did he say anything?
I have to say I was really, really, really lucky, because these allergies, she knew about nickel and food. But well, I mean, she knew, but the list she gave me of foods, I think it's not very accurate. Okay. I mean, but at least she told me, I mean, you have the highest level, probably foods are affecting you, so you need to be careful. But I remember she told me, like things like, salmon is really high in nickel, but now I can eat salmon. So at least I was, oh my God, I mean, I remember being really, really worried, because I have celiac disease. I was diagnosed with celiac disease 4 years ago. So I was already with a restriction diet, because of gluten. And I remember, oh my God, I mean, I was overwhelmed when I saw that huge list of food I couldn't eat. I was really desperate. Yeah.
Yeah, I can eat salmon too. I love salmon. Okay, and how did you finally gain control over this allergy? How long did it take? What worked well for you? What didn't work well?
Okay. I have to say, since then, I mean, I visited a lot of doctors. You cannot imagine. I mean, other allergies, they told me, no. I mean, nickel is a contact allergy, nothing with food. I mean, you're mistaken. Okay. I remember I went to see one of the very important allergies in my country, who's considered I think the best allergist in Europe, he even won an award. So I went to see him and said, no, don't worry. I mean, you know, nickel, you can take chocolate, you can take, you know, everything from cans. I mean, I did, it was a nightmare. I mean, it was even worse. So what helped me, I think, you, because I mean, after seeing many specialists, even microbiome specialists, I was getting worse and worse. I was lost. I mean, somehow I had a lot of information in my head. I read a lot of articles, research articles, but somehow, you know, I was lost. So I think you helped me to see that this, or to understand that this allergy, I think they should be treated with an integral approach. So it's not only food, it's also avoiding contact, you know, being careful with some supplements, taking probiotics, I mean, everything. So, yeah. So it was everything because I mean, I was trying everything, but I was trying, you know, first I tried to avoid contact, but I was later I tried the low nickel diet, but I was, you know, not avoiding contact. So it you know, I was lost. So, yeah.
How long did it take? Did you see improvement after you started the lifestyle?
Okay, I cannot see it accurately because I was many different. So I cannot say, but at the end, it has taken me almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. I think that my immune system has come down, I think. And yeah, I mean, nearly 2 years, but. Yeah.
Okay. And when did you start noticing like I'm on the right track? Was there a period when you knew, okay, this is working, I just have to stick with it?
I mean, I think after contacting you, okay, I think 4 6 months later, you know, suddenly it was like I don't know, I remember one day I said, oh, I mean, I'm okay. Reactions, because in my case, it's skin reactions, I mean, it's burning, red, burn. And suddenly it was like, I mean, it has been maybe a week or something that I am okay. So, you know, it was like, so little by little, well, I mean, I'm doing everything, okay? So, yeah. I mean, I avoiding contact, I'm careful with food, I'm taking probiotics. I mean, everything I use is nickel tested. So, you know, it was suddenly, yeah.
Oh, great.
But I think that my probably my immune system has come down, you know. Yeah.
Yes, and that does take time.
Yes.
So you are one of the few people that I know that has worked with the Italian doctors who are the specialists in systemic nickel allergy syndrome. Can you tell us about that and the hyposensitization method that they recommended for you?
Okay. Yeah, so I went to see, I mean, I went to an Italian clinic, and they are specialized, well, in many different allergies, but also in nickel allergy. They helped me to understand that for some people, this allergy is in the middle between a food allergy and a contact allergy. You know, somewhere in the middle, so you could have both reactions, you know. So, I mean, when I talked to them and I asked for the
hyposensitization
method, yeah, they told me that they don't know why, but it works, sorry, for some people, but it doesn't work for other people, and they don't know the reason. So they told me because of this, you know, because they don't know if it is going to work for you or not, their first approach is always diet. So they have, well, they have an approach with rotation diet, okay? So just 2 days per week, you start with a few, just, I mean, little amount of high nickel foods. And it's a rotation diet, okay? So the other days you need to be on a low nickel diet, and 2 days per week, you can have a small amount of high nickel food. Also, plus taking supplements, okay? And also, I mean, eating healthy, of course, but I have to say that at the end, I'm not doing it because for working personal reasons, like I wasn't able to be, with the rotation diet and be careful. So at the end, I think with your recommendations, I was doing great. I thought, okay, I'm doing great as I am doing right now. And I have to say that now, I can eat almost everything again. So yeah. But at the end, I didn't need, I don't need to go back to Italy. Yeah.
Great. So how are the reintroductions going? So you're saying that you can eat almost everything now. Have you had any success with reintroducing high nickel foods? Are there foods that you will just stay away from?
At the beginning, I started to reintroduce, to add, for example, legumes, just a little bit. I was doing great. So little by little, I began to eat almost everything. When I say almost, for example, is tomato and chocolate. If I eat them a lot, I began to have reactions again.
Okay.
So for me, it's okay because I can eat the rest of them. I can eat legumes, even nuts.
Wow.
So yeah, but I need to be careful with chocolate and tomato. I don't know why, but so I can eat them from time to time. Okay. But yeah, and at the end, what is working for me is I have been following all your recommendations. It's like be careful, especially avoiding contact, using probiotics, nickel test products, the low nickel diet. At the beginning, okay, and your immune system comes down, and that's it.
Great. So how often do you eat legumes and nuts? Are you able to eat them every day?
I'm always careful, so just in case, because so great recently that, for example, yeah, but I think I'm taking legumes maybe twice per week, or even 3 per week. Yeah, I try not eat them every single day. Okay, as 2-3 days, what I consider is okay. Yeah. So for the moment, I can take them.
Oh, that's great. And how is your life today? How are you doing with managing this allergy long term? How do you feel about it?
At the beginning, I was really, really scared because, I was overwhelmed because of with my celiac disease. I remember I was even avoiding dairy. That at the end you recommend me you can eat it again little by little, and no problem with dairy. So thank God, because now I can eat dairy again. I remember 2 years ago, I thought this was going to be impossible. I thought, because I wasn't getting results, so I thought that oh my God, I'm not going to be able to manage this allergy. I have 3 allergies. I have 3, but the other of them are okay. Are quite simple for me to. Also, I don't have any problems at all. But metal allergies, I think, as the Italian, doctors told me, they are in the middle, like a food allergy contact. So it's in the middle, difficult to manage. But now I'm doing okay. Sometimes I even forget.
Yeah, that's the best.
Forget that I have it, and So yeah. So I'm doing great. I'm very careful avoiding contact as much as I can. Using my, I have here, just to show you, I have a serum, nickel test, test serums, creams.
Yeah.
What else? Cleaning, face, oil facing cleaning. Everything. So even solar, so protection. So everything I have is nickel tested. Even my, everything I wear, I'm with that. Taking probiotics, the beginning the low nickel diet, but now I'm doing great. So, but at the end, I think if we can manage this allergy quite well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your success story. It's such a pleasure to work with you. And I love that we keep in touch and we stay connected. That is my favorite. So thank you.
Thank you to you.